Welcome everybody to the third part of this video series where we are building a complete um, mobile navigation for a website. Okay, so far we have designed this in the first episode. We have designed this navigation. Then in the second episode we took this design in Figma and we translated it into a working code, okay, in HTML and CSS, but it's not done yet. Now we go back to Figma and we will work on the mobile navigation. Here you can see that there's a working mobile navigation, but it's not actually interactive, it's not working. It doesn't have any JavaScript, so that when we click on this menu icon, it doesn't change into an actual working mobile navigation and display these links, and maybe even this gets started better. Uh, so in this episode we're going to be working on the design for that, and in the next episode we're going to take that design again into code and then change it and make it work using JavaScript. So let's start by design. I'm just going to Control D to duplicate this. Let me take it somewhere over here. Okay, now let's start. First I'm gonna give it the full height, so it doesn't really matter actually what height is. I find it's okay, it's 844, right? So I'm gonna give it an 844 height. Okay, so what we'll actually do here is we're gonna take a rectangle and we're gonna just slide it here. So we want it to take the half the width of the entire display, right? So if we say 390 divided by 2, you can get 195. Okay, 195. Then we can position here. Now we can slide it a bit. Okay, here, this seems like a good point, and we want to change its color. So we already have an accent color, not an accent, it's a primary color, but we're using it throughout, so I want to stick with it. So here we have this color, this navigation, so when we click on it this will appear, but we need a mechanism so that this navigation doesn't hide the menu here, so that the menu is accessible. So we can just take the menu and put it up one level. Okay, so we can also take this. You know what? We're gonna work on that a bit more later. So what we can do is we want to take this here. Let me zoom in. So we want to start from here and here. So we want to continue with this pattern. So if you zoom in, maybe let this be 0. Okay, it doesn't seem to be. Okay, so what if we started from here and so let's take it up. Yeah, okay, so we have this separator, and the reason I did this is just to make it more interesting. Now we can take the color and make it white. Perfect. So you can see that's the transition, and just something to make the design more interesting, more unique. Okay, I'm gonna show you how we can do this in CSS. It's actually very simple. So I'm gonna also take this and make it white, just for the contrast, because black on this color, this is a darker color, so black on it won't work. So now we can work on the nav links. So let's just duplicate this, push it here, and first I'm going to take the home and I'm going to minus its fill and minus its padding. Okay, so let's just, so next up we can make it into a vertical nav. So then let's align it to the left and let's give it a color of white. Now we have all this space, but we are not using it currently. So what we can do is we can just select all of them. Okay, so home. So all these links, the text, we can select them and make it a bit bigger. I think 32, the good size. Then we will center it vertically and just push it here, 24 pixels. Seems good. Okay. Now we have, in theory, we have a working navigation, right? But there is still too much space. I want to populate this navigation a bit more. So first 24, let's get them closer. Next I want the get started button. So actually I'm going to copy it from here, duplicate it, and put it here. I will come here and I'm going to change this to white and this to the color, the primary blue color. So here. Nice. Okay. What next? So next, there is one thing most people do, and we can do it here too. In the navigation, we can put a copyright. So since we don't have a footer in this, it's good. It's good practice. So we can add 2023, then maybe my name. So just a company name. So simple nav. All rights reserved. Okay. Then we can take it and make it 14, 12 actually, I believe, right? And then we don't want it to be bold. We can now position it here, just about 24 pixels. Now this is an actual working navigation. I'm gonna put this here, right with it, and I'm gonna duplicate this line. Okay, after I duplicated it, I'm gonna take it down, put it here, just about 24 pixels. So there is equal my space. So here too, 24, and down here and down. Okay. So yeah. So this is an actual working mobile navigation. Now, if you remember, in the design, in the desktop design, we came here and we made a little separator so that the home, which is the current page, has a bit of distinction, right? Now, we don't want to take that out from this concept. So what we can do is we can come here and give it something a bit more fitting to this style, right? So what you can do is just, we can first, I'm gonna ungroup them. Then I'm gonna drag a rectangle here. Let's put it behind home and take this, put it behind. Then I'm gonna make this white. Then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna make this maybe this color, right? Yeah, that would work. So I'm gonna select both of them. Then I think that's good enough. So equal, they're still on the same line here, but the home has a clear distinction, so people know that they're currently on the home page. But one thing is, this is not subtle, and as you can see, if we plan to have a white background, then this can't work, because there is no separation between the nav and the main content, right? So we want to take this, we want to give it another color. I'm gonna take the text color and make it white, because you'll see what will. In this, I'm gonna choose the rectangle. First, I'm gonna give it this color. Then I'm gonna take it and make it a bit darker. That's subtle. Okay, then we can just, I know I'm not the most organized right here, but it's just because it's a simple example. So now we can select all of them, including this, Shift A. Actually, before that, we can select all of these and group them, and select this and group again. Then we can come here, and you see, by the way, if you want a Figma tutorial, I'll be happy to give you a beginner's Figma tutorial if everything I'm saying here is not clear. So you can eyeball it, or you can even, if you want, you can use a ruler for it. So that's okay. So we have a working and good looking mobile navigation with everything you can ask for in an actual mobile navigation. So everything here is also here. We are not like making any sacrifices. Everything here in the desktop is also here in the mobile navigation. And also there is even an item, a footer copyright item. So this mobile navigation works great. So in the next video, we're going to take this mobile navigation, we're going to convert it into HTML, CSS, and a bit of JavaScript, and we're going to make it a reality in the browser. So till next time, goodbye.